Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Pacers have showed up hungry and determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs. Will they be able to break the stalemate and come out on top against the Thunder? The NBA postseason coming up next.
And it's the start here of Game 3 of the NBA Finals. 2K Sports postseason presentation of the NBA, and it's tied 1-1. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, taking a look at Oklahoma City. Well, they had one taken from them on their home court. Big-time wake-up call there, Greg. We saw it. They've responded. And this is their opportunity for revenge.
And, Kevin, throughout the season, they've been the better team. But that all goes out the window now. This is a very good fight. They need to find a way to reassert their dominance. This team could actually slip away from it.
Sure could. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. Halliburton kicks to Turner. That falls. Nice speed that time from Halliburton.
I'll tell you, for a big man with his length, Miles Turner shoots it well from deep. This guy outstanding at spacing the floor.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Holmgren with a screen on Halliburton. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rejected by Halliburton. Launches a 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
And finished off by Siakam.
Boy, you can see how big this guy plays inside. Siakam, tremendous vertical.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Halliburton inside the three-point line. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
You see Halliburton has the ability to rise above most defenders with the length. Just puts it to great use there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Hartenstein against Turner. Shakes him. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
The teardrop falls in.
Boy, momentum on the drive. Halliburton pushes his way through the defense. Nice.
Thunder trailing by 8. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
How do they do it, fans? Clap your hands for the Pacers breaker dance period.
So it's the Thunder now. Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. Pass to Holmgren. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Pacers leading by 8. And here is Siakam. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Back to Haliburton. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Haliburton's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Here's Nembhard. And he drops it in from the low post.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Thunder trailing by 13. Pass to Turner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you love how Miles Turner gets into space in the paint, makes it really hard for the defender not to lean in and get some contact against Turner.
And he knocks down the first one. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Holmgren. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for George. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
It's Williams with the drive. Rejected by Haliburton.
Oh, my goodness. Tyrese Haliburton twice on the pipe. Send him back defensively.
Shoots. They get it back. And Turner kicks to Haliburton. It's good. 9 points in the game so far. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Indiana.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. .103 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Wallace. Good, nice job down low.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Haliburton for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Haliburton's got 12.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Under trailing by 20. Williams, that's a 2-pointer. Nembhard grabs the ball.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Siakam, a shake. In deep, Turner drops it in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They're coming off a great victory on Wednesday.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
There has to be a willingness to take chances, jumping for steals, getting out in passing lanes, and all of that worked in their favor.
For 3, Siakam. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. It's the Pacers opening up a huge gap. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. And quite a position here for the Pacers to be in. What do you guys think?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Haliburton with the steal. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Alex Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Williams at the center, filling out the middle. Halliburton's gone 75% from the field, 6 baskets and 8 attempts. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Siakam, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. No coverage that time. Halliburton's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul. Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for the Thunder. We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
And just one of those nights with Tyrese Haliburton. He's kept his foot on the accelerator, and he's putting it to the defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Williams passes to Joe. This one for 3. Williams, that's good. Williams has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Halliburton kicks to Siakam. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got his 7th assist here tonight. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Jones comes in for Kenrich Williams. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just slicing his way inside. No doubt on the finish.
Halliburton with the bucket. Halliburton's got 8 here in the quarter.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Well, Thunder have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Hartenstein finds Caruso. A 3-pointer, no good. Indiana's gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. That one falls.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
From 10 feet out, Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Pacers have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Dort passes to Jones. Here's Hartenstein. Drills it from outside.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Here's Nembhard. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Nembhard's got 5 points so far. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Pass to Dort. Nifty move. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
Listen, that is all you can do defensively. Lou Dort, at times, is just going to make tough shots.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Indiana Pacers. Going inside, makes it off the glass. Halliburton's got 26.
How about the craftiness on the drive by Tyrese Haliburton? This guy's ability to adjust when he puts it on the deck is something else.
Yep, it counts.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Takes it out to Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Jones, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Spins. Shot clock at 6. From 10 feet out. Misses off the left iron.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Haliburton with the bucket.
I'll tell you, the consistency of a good first quarter leads to an excellent second quarter. Riding the wave here.
43 seconds left in the first half of basketball. It's stolen by Mathurin. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Holmgren, he's checked in for Jones. Jalen Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Turner with a screen for Haliburton. Here's Joe. He's covered by Haliburton. Joe passes to Hartenstein. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. The rebound by Haliburton. Mathurin for 3, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
Tyrese Haliburton has been on display for the Indiana Pacers. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Glad to have you with us. So far, it's been a dismal performance for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
You can do everything else, but if you don't take care of the boards, well, you know what I'm going to say.
Your goose is cooked? You're in hot water? Any of those?
Where were you born, Ernie?
And looking at where the Thunder stand. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. Tyrese Haliburton has... been sensational.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. In the post, it's Toppin and Turner. And it's Haliburton into the point. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What we know about Lou Dort is this guy is an excellent defender. He's got size, strength, versatility. You can basically throw him at the other team's best offensive weapon night after night.
Pacers shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander against Haliburton. For the 3, gets the three-pointer to fall. Haliburton's got 31 points.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Here's Nembhard. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Here's the three, and again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams, 6 to shoot. Nice jump shot, good. Williams has got his second basket.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it. And it's Turner finishing it off.
And this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that, defense.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Indiana foul. Tyrese Halliburton. First person.
Oklahoma City shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Shooting for Oklahoma City.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
What's been amazing to watch is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going from good player to now putting his name at the very top of the list in terms of great guards in the league.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Turner. Aaron Neesmith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Andrew Nembhard. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rejected by Halliburton.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Yeah, nice, strong finish there, nearly a three-point opportunity.
The Pacers shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight. That one is off. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Caruso's checked in. He hits the second from the line. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Dort kicks to Williams. Shoots over Toppin. The Thunder with another miss. And it's Indiana's ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now.
My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
And they're bringing you up close and personal in the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Caruso. Drills the baseline jumper.
Assisted by Isaiah Hartenstein.
For Indiana, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. McConnell in the corner. Three-pointer, and again another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Gilgeous-Alexander. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 16.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has now emerged into a superstar, and on nights like this, guys, he's unstoppable. Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice move. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end. I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander against Halliburton. Hartenstein with a screen on Halliburton. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs.
Well, pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
To the left wing. Cranes the three-pointer. He's got 7.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points in the game.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Another possession, another assist.
And he's in total control of the offense. What a game.
In fact, he's almost at the franchise record for assists in a playoff.
Third team foul. Now into the lineup for the Thunder, Williams, Isaiah Joe.
Oklahoma City's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Dort, the kick out to Williams. Here's Caruso. No good on the 3. He got it up. And another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Oklahoma City, look at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Zhang is out there with Williams. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Joe in at the shooting guard. Joe passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Beyond the arc. Toppin pulls it in. Toppin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's McConnell. Here's Jackson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
The Thunder shooting the ball at 42%. Now the Pacers moving it up. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist. And that's 10 points for Isaiah Jackson. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate. Jackson's
gone a perfect 6 of 6 shooting. Joe finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso looking for an opening. Outside Williams. Back to Zhang. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. It's good from long range.
You love how fast Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets into that shooting motion. As soon as it touches his hands, it is ready to go.
Here's McConnell. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Indiana.
The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And the Thunder with some changes. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Jack. And it's Dort in for Alex Caruso.
Luguentz Dort.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's stolen by Shepard. Here's Nesmith. And again, it's... Indiana converted.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And there's the foul. It'll go on TJ McConnell. That's foul number 2 for him. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Jackson. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Shepard. Halliburton subbed in for TJ McConnell. And then for Oklahoma City, Martinstein's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And another assist for him.
And this is the best someone could run an offense. Pinpoint passing, everyone involved. Every time he touches the ball, good things happen.
And he's now tied for the franchise record for assists in a game. It has been a masterful performance. Williams up on top. Clock at 4. Over Nesmith. The Thunder with another miss.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Tries it from the top of the key. Turner for 3. That shot misses. Nice defense from Dort. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
In the corner, it's Nesmith. Pass to Dort. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night.
Another possession, another assist.
He's now tied for the 3rd most single-game assists in postseason history.
And Greg, to see how he's probed the defense and found his teammates, he has been terrific. His playmaking has been right on. They set the screen. Here's Williams. The Pacers pull it in. 1:03 left in the 4th.
And Game 3 of the NBA Championship Series is all but in the books. Congrats are in order tonight on an outstanding effort and a well-deserved victory for Indiana.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
With a sensational win here in Game 3, they're going to be just 2 wins away from lifting the trophy.
Yeah, and it's just a massive win. There's history behind it. The team that wins Game 3 to take a 2-1 lead almost always wins. the series. So while I wouldn't start etching their name on the trophy just yet, I would certainly have to call them the favorites at this point.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Tyrese Haliburton.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
TJ Arnold, third personal foul, fourth team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Gilgeous Alexander, 2 shots.
Gilgeous Alexander hits them both. And the Pacers with possession here. To the wing on the left. Over in the corner, Shepherd. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of a series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
Well, that'll do it. Thanks for joining us for Game 3 of the NBA Finals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And now we present the player of the game, Tyrese Haliburton.
PlayStation